Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So the NBA draft is coming up soon, so I'm going to give you my predictions / opinions on the top 5 picks, you know, who should go where and that kind of stuff, and give you a couple of players that I think you should look out for. So first, obviously, Cade Cunningham is going number 1 to Detroit. There's not much to talk about, like it's kind of pretty much decided that he's going number 1. So Cade, welcome to Detroit. The Houston Rockets have the 2nd overall pick, and this is very interesting because Jalen Green was someone who I think very highly of, and I thought he's going to be a very good player coming out of this draft. And you know, he was ranked maybe like 4, 5, I've seen even 6. He wasn't ranked to be the 2nd overall pick, but now all of a sudden I'm hearing a lot of rumors that the Rockets really like him, you know, that he might go number 2, which I think would be a great fit for them. I think Jalen Green, like I said, is going to be very good coming out of this draft, and I think it would fit nicely alongside, you know, Christian Wood, Jae'Sean Tate, Kyrie Thomas, and I think he'd be a nice addition to add to the core, and I think he's going to be a very good player. And the thing is, like I said, the person who was projected to go number 2 on a lot of draft boards that I've seen is Evan Mobley, and you know, he's obviously 7 feet tall, 6'11", 7 feet, something like that. Maybe I got his measurements wrong, but he's, you know, a big man, and they have Christian Wood. So maybe you could make it work, but for example, you had Nurkic and Jokic on the same team. They kind of had to make a choice. I know it's not exactly the same scenario, but I think it just makes it better. It just makes more sense to take Jalen Green. Number 3, the Cavaliers. Now, reportedly, the Cavaliers are shopping everybody on their team, which I don't really understand. But because they're doing that, they can take any player, the best available. And therefore, I think Evan Mobley will be their pick. Evan Mobley obviously was highly recruited. As we know, he was projected to be the number 2 overall pick for a very long time. So obviously, he's going to have some impact on the league. And I guess the Cavaliers, you know, it'll be a nice fit considering if they're going to trade everybody on the roster, they're going to need somebody. So, I mean, congratulations. Welcome to Cleveland. And when I was reading through some draft analysis, I saw that it said that he doesn't foul very often, which obviously I'm not tracking people's fouls per game. So I looked it up, and he committed 1.8 fouls per game, which if you compare that to Cade, the number 1 overall pick, committed 2.5 fouls per game. So that's a good thing because that means he's not going to be fouling out of the games very often. Number 4, we have the Raptors, and oh, I hope the Raptors pick Jalen Suggs because I feel like that is the perfect fit. I think Jalen Suggs is a nice young player. I think he is the perfect fit again for the Raptors. The perfect fit. He reminds me of Kyle Lowry. And I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Kyle Lowry, or I'm not saying that Kyle Lowry is going to be as good as him eventually in his career. I'm not trying to compare their talents. It's just like he gives me Kyle Lowry vibes. Is that just me? Does anybody else feel that way? I just feel like it's the perfect fit as well because the Raptors are looking for a point guard of the future. Now that obviously Kyle Lowry's on the back end, you know, the tail end of his career, and he still has, you know, he can still play, but he's not their point guard of the future anymore. So I think Jalen Suggs would be a perfect fit. I feel like he fits the Raptors culture so nicely, and I just think he really needs to go there. The Raptors, you need to take him. And number 5, the Orlando Magic. Now, a lot of draft boards have Jonathan Kuminga going number 5. I actually don't think Orlando is going to take him with the 5th overall pick. And that may sound surprising because I feel like Orlando takes a lot of big men, although I don't know how many point guards or guards they've taken over the years. I obviously never calculated. It just seems like they're always taking big men, but obviously that's probably inaccurate. Not the point. The point is, I don't think they're going to take Jonathan Kuminga. I think they're going to take someone who's more of a guard forward kind of position, like Scotty Barnes. I think Scotty Barnes is a really nice fit for them. He could develop into an elite 2-way player. He has good playmaking skills, you know, he has a good defensive ability, you know, he can get better at defense, but he still, you know, has those qualities there. He's very hardworking. I just think that he'll be a nice fit with the Magic alongside Markelle Fultz, Jonathan Isaac, Cole Anthony. I think they're developing something over there, so I think that they should go with a guard / forward. That doesn't mean Jonathan Kuminga isn't a top 5 talent. I don't know what he's going to be obviously in the league because nobody can predict that. But the point is, sometimes it's also about best fit, and I just feel like it's a better fit for them if they take Scotty Barnes. So I think that's the route they're kind of going to go. I feel like it's going to be a surprise. If it's Scotty Barnes, it's not a surprise because he was kind of projected to be top 5-ish. But I feel like their pick is going to be more of a surprise than the other 4. I feel like the top 4 are kind of just like solidified. And then I feel like the Magic are going to take someone either like Scotty Barnes, or they're going to take someone that wasn't projected necessarily top 5. So now, who should you look out for? Moses Moody. Number 1, Moses Moody. He's projected to be taken by the Spurs. And that's another perfect fit. If he goes to the Spurs, watch out. He could be very special. I think that's where he needs to go, honestly. Maybe he doesn't want to go there, and maybe he sees this video and he's like, I definitely don't want to go to the San Antonio Spurs. Although no one would ever say that out loud, obviously. You're grateful for wherever you go, you know, you're grateful for the opportunity. But there are cities that you, or teams, or organizations that you prefer over the other. However, the Spurs are a classy organization. So, I mean, he gets to be with Greg Popovich, so I doubt he would say that. But anyway, I'm making up a whole story in my head about something that he said that he didn't even say. Point is, I think that's a very good fit for him. I think the Spurs should draft him because I think I saw a report. Tell me if this is wrong. I'll have to look it up after. Tell me. That they were looking to move on, or they're open to trade packages for DeJounte Murray and Derek White. I gotta look it up because I'm pretty sure I saw that report. So maybe that's a sign that Moses Moody is going to be their guard of the future. And then just someone else to look out for would be Brandon Boston Jr. Now, he's projected to be a second-round pick at this point. But remember, he was projected to be a very high pick, but you know, he struggled a little bit at Kentucky. So his stock fell a little bit in the draft. But I think he's someone to look out for because he obviously had the talent coming out of high school and all that kind of stuff. And again, that doesn't necessarily translate to the NBA, but those are the kind of names you always got to keep in mind and look out for, because sometimes you go from high school to college and it doesn't work out necessarily in your favor, but that doesn't mean that you can't make it in the NBA. There you have it. That's my opinion on the draft. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time. Bye.